Living like a king on a budget in Panama is easier than you might think. Known for its low cost of living and incredible quality of life, Panama offers luxury experiences without the luxury price tag. In this video, we'll explore how you can enjoy fine dining, beautiful beachfront views, and exciting city life without breaking the bank. From affordable rent in vibrant neighborhoods to world-class healthcare that won't drain your savings, Panama is a hidden gem for those looking to stretch their budget. You can savor gourmet meals at a fraction of the cost, shop at local markets for fresh produce, and even indulge in outdoor adventures like hiking and surfing. Plus, Panama's currency is the US dollar, making it easy for Americans to navigate expenses. Whether you're retiring, working remotely, or just seeking an escape, we'll show you how to experience the best of Panama, all while keeping your finances in check. Let's get started. Panama stands out among the world's expat destinations because it offers solid infrastructure and first-world amenities close to North America. And when it comes to value and variety, Panama can't be beaten. Here, you really get what you pay for, and a little money can buy you a lot of luxury. Even if you're living on a pension, life here is easy, breezy, and fun. There are parts of Panama where one can live on $1,300 a month, including rent, utilities, groceries, and outings. Places where you'll find few cons and plenty of pros, from pretty views to friendly locals. Where you feel miles away from the hustle and bustle of the rat race and live a good life, pure and simple. Take, for example, Panama's Azuero Peninsula, known as the cradle of Panamanian folklore. There are miles of coastline and pristine, uncrowded beaches, and homes costing as little as $80,000. But what if you're looking for more? Something closer to the Californian lifestyle you may have dreamed of. A lifestyle that may not be sustainable due to rising costs or a decrease in monthly income. Panama can offer you that too. With outstanding growth over the past 2 decades, Panama's cities and hubs began to attract everything from golf clubs and beach resorts to shopping plazas, grocery stores, restaurants, clinics, and more. Nearly everywhere you go, there's high-speed internet, reliable power, and water you can drink straight from the tap. Cable television and cellular service are ubiquitous. The roads are the best in the region, and every year new investment leads to improved conditions. Panama has cities, mountains, beaches, and more. Despite Panama's tiny size, it's incredibly diverse. The long Pacific and Caribbean coastlines offer endless opportunities for waterside living. Not to mention fishing, scuba diving, surfing, and so much more. Mountain hamlets like Bokeh and El Valle boast cooler climes than you'd expect in the tropics. There are rural areas for farm-loving types, tropical rainforests everywhere you look, and hundreds of islands dotting bright blue waters. Though the tourism industry has been growing, Panama has traditionally been known as a business destination. Panamanians are accustomed to foreigners and have been since before the Panama Canal was completed in 1914. There isn't the envy or racial tension you might find in economically deprived areas where wealthier opportunity seekers have swept in. In part, that's because Panama is a land of opportunity, and locals who strive to improve their lot can go far. Indeed, Panama's prosperity is astounding to those who arrive, anticipating third-world conditions. Panama City boasts an ever-changing skyline, reminiscent of Hong Kong, robust banking and business sectors, and almost too many events and activities to choose from. Locals from different walks of life wear jewelry, drive new cars, carry smartphones, and enjoy shopping. It's the kind of environment that makes expats feel safe no matter what they look like. Lower your cost of living in Panama. Choose one of Panama's trendiest areas, or retire to your dream home in the lush green countryside. No matter where in the country you go, you're likely to find that not only does your cost of living go down, your blood pressure does too, and without much effort. Fruit, vegetables, and fresh fish are abundant and inexpensive. In many communities, expats grow accustomed to walking instead of driving everywhere. And fast food joints are not nearly as ubiquitous here as in the US. Back home, you may spend hundreds of dollars a month on everything from car and health insurance to doctor and dental consults to medication. But most expats in Panama find these things are significantly cheaper in Panama. Real-life examples include visits to small clinics for $11, $6, and even as little as $2. Auto insurance as low as $40 a month, and dental visits for under $30. Though apartments in Panama City rent for $800 to $1,500 a month, there are locations where savvy expats have discovered they can rent for $500 a month or less. Countrywide, water bills in Panama are typically under $20 a month. You can buy hundreds of minutes for your cell phone for $5. And there are still plenty of restaurants where you can grab a beer for half the price you'd pay in the States. No matter what your taste or budget, you'll find that Panama offers quality, comfort, and convenience. What can you explore in Panama? While you may get more bang for your buck elsewhere in the region, there are still free and almost free things to see and do that will make your stay unforgettable without breaking the bank. First, wander the cobbled streets of Casco Viejo. They say the best things in life are free, and that goes for exploring colonial Casco Viejo, the jewel in Panama City's crown. Once a no-go zone, this UNESCO World Heritage Site has morphed into the city's hippest hood, with pretty plazas and restored pastel-colored mansions filled with museums, restaurants, and bars. No map required. 2. Hike Ancon Hill for stellar city views. Cerro Ancon dominates the skyline, with its enormous Panama flag fluttering in the breeze, so join the joggers and cyclists and hike to the top of the city's highest point to soak up the 360-degree views. As you climb through the rainforest, you'll get tantalizing glimpses of the cityscape while you look out for snoozing sloths and chattering toucans high in the canopy. At the summit, sheltered viewpoints take in sparkling skyscrapers and Casco Viejo's tiled rooftops. 3rd, stroll along the Cinta Costera. Slap on the sunscreen, put on your Panama hat, and set off along the Cinta Costera. This popular waterfront walkway runs parallel to Avenida Balboa, which closes for the ciclovia on Sunday mornings, linking the glass and steel towers of Punta Paitilla to the cobbled streets of Casco Viejo. There's green space aplenty, so pick a bench and indulge in some people watching. From the rollerbladers to raspado, shaved ice vendors. The skateboarders polishing their tricks to some energetic beach volleyball. And don't miss the city's numero uno photo stop, the rainbow-colored Panama sign. 4. Have a budget day at the beach. Panama City is just a pebbles throw from some stunning beaches. Pack a picnic, and for the price of a ferry or bus ticket, you'll soon have your feet in the sand under a swaying palm. Volcanic Taboga Island, the historic island of flowers, is just a 30-minute ferry hop from the Amador Causeway. Playa Restinga is one of the most popular beaches, with a skinny spit of sand connecting it to tiny Isla El Moro. Visit during the week to avoid the crush of urban escapees. Playa Gorgona may not be the Pacific Coast's prettiest beach, but it can be reached by bus in just under 2 hours. At the Albrook bus terminal, hop on a bus to San Carlos, then get off at the Gorgona exit, and the beach is within walking distance. 5. Walk or cycle around the Amador Causeway. Created from rocks unearthed during the Panama Canal's construction, the causeway was designed as a Pacific breakwater and a link to the 3 small islands of Nios, Perico, and Flamenco. Now, this seafront promenade has been reinvented with cycle paths, paddleboarding, and wood-fired pizza joints. At 6 kilometers, it's walkable. The sea breeze cools things down, but best explored by bike. Bicicletas. Moses does rentals from $2.80 an hour. The statement architecture and colorful angles of the Frank Gehry-designed Biomuseo are impossible to miss, and don't forget to stop and take in the views. 6. See the famous Panama Canal for the price of a cab. If you don't want to splash the cash on a canal transit or a trip to the Miraflores Locks Visitor Center, there are places where you can get a look at this legendary waterway, dubbed one of the 7 wonders of the modern world, for less. 7th, admire vibrant local artworks. If you're looking for a free art fix, head to the Museo de la Mola, MUMO, in Casco Viejo. This 5-room museum celebrates the mola, vibrant textile art handcrafted by indigenous Guna, women from the San Blas archipelago. With almost 200 examples on display, you can discover the evolution of the mola, how it's made, and the meaning behind the geometric designs. In Ancon, the Museo de Arte Contemporáneo, aka MAC Panama, is a showcase for Panamanian and Latin American art with a roster of temporary exhibitions. Admission is free, but donations are always welcome. Check the calendar for free and wallet-friendly evening events. 8. Check out Panama City's park life. There's no shortage of green spaces where you can escape the urban hubbub. Smack in the middle of the metropolis, the expansive Parque Recreativo Omar is home to a jogging trail, outdoor gyms, children's play areas, and a fruit and vegetable market. Look out for free open-air concerts and art exhibitions in the summertime. The sprawling Parque Natural Metropolitano comes with a price tag of $5, but for that, you get 5 well-marked trails through wild jungle where tropical foliage teems with wildlife, including monkeys and sloths. And there are show-stopping city views from the Mirador. 9. Sway to the rhythms of jazz. You don't have to be a jazz aficionado to enjoy the annual Panama Jazz Festival. One of the country's biggest musical events, it draws increasing numbers of music fans from around the globe for its equally international lineup, along with legendary locals like Ruben Blades. Ticketed events are spread across theaters over a week in mid-January, but there's no charge for open-air concerts. The spectacular and free finale takes place in the Plaza de la Independencia, in the heart of Casco Viejo. 10. Cool down at a mega mall. If you need to take a time out from the heat or shelter from a heavy downpour, you can always dip into one of the city's many mega malls. At the Multiplaza Mall, alongside the designer stores, there are around 50 restaurants, cafes, and outdoor lounges to suit all budgets. If you're traveling with kids, the more wallet-friendly Albrook Mall has plenty to entertain them, including a carousel and fun workshops. So is Panama expensive? Well, it's not the most expensive country in Central America. That prize goes to Costa Rica, closely followed by Belize. But thrifty travelers will need to plan carefully and sacrifice a few home comforts to keep costs down. Fortunately, there are plenty of ways to save on food, lodgings, transport, and excursions. The beaches are free, and there's no shortage of outdoor activities in Panama's extensive and affordable national parks. Explore on foot and take a stroll along the bay while the Pacific breeze keeps you cool, before exploring Panama City's different neighborhoods and finding its colonial history etched on every street. Tourist crime here is low, and most are of the low-key, opportunistic type you'll encounter in any major city. Keep your wits about you, avoid the more rough-and-tumble parts of town, and you'll be just fine. Language and culture in Panama. Castilian Spanish is the dominant language in Panama, with 14% of the population speaking English and rising. Panamanians are overwhelmingly friendly and welcoming people that are very warm to foreigners. Panamanian cuisine is a mix of Spanish, African, and indigenous influences. Tamales, tortillas, and delicious soups and stews are just a few of the foods that make up the typical Panamanian diet. Grilled fish or ceviche are also popular dishes, because there is a substantial Chinese influence on Panamanian cuisine. Panama has a vibrant nightlife. Between the pubs, casinos, dance halls, and nightclubs, the party doesn't stop until the sun comes up. There are plenty of live music venues, rooftop bars, late-night dining options to enjoy, and bars catering to every genre of music. Why Panamanian women love foreigners? It is sometimes complicated to provide a definite reply to the reason why Panamanian ladies want to meet a non-native. Should you have been to Panama one or more times, you might seen how residents examine foreigners. For locals, foreigners are of specific interest and affection. Consequently, that is additionally one reason why women can be lured by foreign people. Overseas guys are the facial skin of a unique and happy lives for Panamanian girls. To marry a foreigner could be the ultimate dream of every Panama woman. For that reason, women can be desperate to seek out a foreign partner. Well, let's discover some of the top 10 reasons to love and live in Panama. Panama is a nation that is young, vigorous, and cosmopolitan, opening its arms to the world and wanting to show you what makes it such a unique place. There are countless reasons, and whichever type you want, rational, emotional, philosophical, aesthetic, etc., to demonstrate why a foreigner ends up falling in love with the country. First, stability. First off, a very logical reason. Panama has transformed into an economic leader in Latin America in a stable and sustained manner over the past 10 years. 2. The people. Joyful, fun, and above all, always smiling. If this does not ring a bell, recall their celebration when they gained a spot in the World Cup. The world became acquainted with the Panamanian spirit. Third hub of the Americas. Right at the doors of the opening of the second terminal, the Tocumen Airport will increase its transportation capacity from 12 to 25 million passengers per year. Thus, Panama can be considered one of the most important points of connection in Latin America. 4. The best place to retire. Panama has always embraced all individuals looking to live in the country. The foreigner will always be welcomed. It is in its DNA. And if something has been a public policy, it is the benefits for the retiree. It is because of this that regardless of their nationality, the retired person has a series of rights that are completely guaranteed. Therefore, for the past 10 years, Panama has led the quality of life rankings for retired and senior citizens. Around the 1980s, Law 6 was established indicating the benefits apply to both Panamanians and foreign residents in the country. 5th, heavenly beaches. Were you aware that in Panama you can visit the Pacific and Atlantic Ocean in the same day? Yes, the same day. Now imagine the amount of beach options that the coastal line can offer on both sides, the Pacific and the Caribbean, as well as over 1,000 islands that can be found a short distance from the coast. 6. Benefits for investors. Since its beginnings, Panama has promoted foreign investment in the country. For this, over 40 laws and decrees have been created that offer special incentives for importation, as well as in matters of taxes and operation. Some of the sectors that enjoy these incentives are tourism, exportation zones, mining, reforestation, insurance and reinsurance, agro-industrial, petroleum-free zones, infrastructure, and construction. 7. Golf year-round. You do not have to travel far from the airport to find the first golf course in the city. Santa Maria, the second golf course designed by Jack Nicklaus in Panama, has an astonishing design and is the country's youngest course with 7,153 yards, built with the best technical specification that challenge the player in each move. This is the way that Panama welcomes golf fans. However, apart from Santa Maria, there are another 10 courses distributed between the city, beaches, and mountains, providing the player multiple and diverse options to choose from. 8. The world's best coffee. A little over 20 years ago, a series of events led the coffee world to set their eyes on Panama. The emergence of the geisha variety in coffee plantations in the Isthmus would become the new star product of the country. 9th, real estate development. As the receiver of the biggest amount of foreign investment in the region, Panama has developed a highly coveted real estate market. A modern city with first-world touristic projects and which offers the investor a wide range of opportunities with the same benefits as a local. Similar to how some have decided to invest in permanent residences, there is another group of foreigners that, taking advantage of the benefits that the country provides and its stability, they aim for investing in a type of residence called residential tourism. Last year, it was estimated that this type of tourism equaled $10,000 million. 10. Life in Panama. The Isthmus has transformed into one of the most coveted places to live in due to its cosmopolitan style and large list of activities to do. Something is always happening in or around the city. Restaurants such as Maito, the only restaurant in Central America ranked within the 50 best of the prestigious lists by San Pellegrino, or Casa Escondida, Intimo, La Tapa del Coco, or Donde Jose, are young gastronomical projects by young local chefs that wish to rescue traditional Panamanian cooking above all. And across the year, what you will find are activities and events. To the already traditional jazz and movie festivals, you can add theater, dance, concerts, and other activities that are recurring in the annual calendar of the country. Wondering what life is like in Panama? It is an amazing tropical country with incredible biodiversity, beautiful places to visit, and a highly active nightlife for those who enjoy it. Its economy is stable with very liberal market laws, a desirable investment market, and many diverse businesses. Panamanians are extremely friendly people and can cook a great variety of cuisines. Most Panamanians speak Castilian Spanish, even though there has been growth in the number of English speakers. Healthcare has a high level of excellence while being affordable. Panama is not an expensive country, making it an ideal location for pensioners. In conclusion, life in Panama is a unique blend of urban sophistication and natural beauty. Whether you're a retiree, professional, or anyone seeking a change in lifestyle, Panama's diverse areas and vibrant cities offer a range of experiences and opportunities. With its favorable weather, affordable costs, and welcoming communities, Panama provides an enriching and fulfilling life experience for residents of all backgrounds. The reason many expats feel like royalty in Panama is because the dollar stretches so much further. Things that would have been outright luxuries in North America are pocket change in Panama. And you can live a royal lifestyle in Panama. Do you long to live a life with more time for relaxation? If so, Panama may be the answer. Book a trip and check it out for yourself. There's plenty of condos to rent in Playa Bonita and the Coronado area. Isn't it time you experienced what it was like to be king or queen of the world? Subscribe to our channel Mr. Wonders for similar content.